Hello, my name is Rainer Hanekamp. This is Engine News with the latest updates from the Angular community every week. Minko Gechev, Angular product lead, did an Ask Me Anything session on LinkedIn. Here is a selection of his statements. Zone.js will likely never go away. The plan to make RxJS optional is still on. Angular won't switch to Rspack. They see Vite with esbuild on the same performance level. Also, they are and have been discouraging the use of custom Webpack plugins. NX, an alternative to the Angular CLI, did an Angular week where they published a series of articles discussing their contribution to the Angular ecosystem. One article covered how NX integrates modern testing tools like Playwright and Vitest. Especially for Vitest, there has been a strong support from community members like Brandon Roberts and Younes Jaaidi. Another post was a republication of a classic, Enterprise Monorepo Patterns, a book originally published in 2018, but it's still one of the most cited resources when it comes to architecture in Angular applications. There was also an article about Rspack. As I said before, Angular moved away from Webpack to esbuild, but for most of us, we didn't even notice it because the Angular CLI was always in the middle. It was the public API. But the problem is that in larger applications, custom Webpack configurations are common. Rspack offers Webpack compatibility with esbuild-like speed. So Rspack is much easier to use when it comes to reusing custom Webpack configurations. Now Angular will not support Rspack, but this is where NX stepped in, and they are now providing their integration based on the pioneering work of Column Ferry. Lastly, NX also covered their ESLint rules to enforce architectural constraints like module encapsulation and boundaries. The days of the three structural directives, ngIf, ngFor, and ngSwitch, might be numbered. Mathieu Riegler, member of the Angular team, published an PR where he wants to deprecate those directives in favor of the new control flow syntax. Why that? Not because it just looks nicer, there are real reasons for it. First one is that the structural directives unnecessarily increase your bundle size. Second, the new control flow syntax is faster. And third, the ngFor has a subtle memory leak. Deprecation doesn't mean removal. These directives would still work. But if the PR is accepted, ng update in Angular 20 would apply the migration automatically. And by the way, Mathieu Riegler is one of the most active Angular contributors, but he always did this in his free time. Last week, he announced that he is now a full-time contractor for Angular. A true win-win. That's it. I wish you a nice week. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.